welcome back to the Balance Light of Teletainment, the Good Morning Niger show. Now, we get some very, very casual guests in the house. Before I expose them to you or expose you to them, everyone ask, when you did primary school, you remember that small counting instrument who they call the Abacus, one of the very, very first counting instruments who we ever used for this whole world. Now, they get some special teachers who don't have used this instrument to teach little children under the ages of 8 years old how to use the abacus and do very, very fast calculations. Where we be like, say, your children, they use calculator from their brain to calculate things. Even me as I old rich, unless money they I know sabi calculate. Anyway, I'd like to welcome Mr. Wilson in the building. Mr. Wilson, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Now, notice we don't get you for here before, and well, we didn't exactly have the chance to get a hold of the children that day because of the time we will not get. Now, we would like you to quickly explain to us before we begin experiment with the children how how they use this abacus. They teach them to count. But before then, I would also like to introduce the children. Hello, children. Good morning. Have you ever been on TV before?
No.
No. Okay, what's your name?
Kamsin.
Kamsin. And you? Brian. Brian, you resemble me small. You look like me, Abby. And what's your name?
Adiela.
Adiela. Okay. So are you ready to calculate for us?
Yes.
All right, that's good. So please tell us a little bit about the abacus and how they use them and they teach these children.
Okay, so the abacus is actually a counting device that makes numbers, puts numbers in pictures. Okay, so if I tell these children 9, 8, 24, 72, they can see it. It's not just abstract. So, and with the abacus, it helps children to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers very, very fast. Even, we say 6 times faster than a calculator.
Six times
faster than an adult holding a calculator. Of course, we're going to have that kind of thing here. However, yeah, it's actually a brain development tool.
Okay.
Using numbers as how would I say now? Using numbers as a brain development tool so that the children can actually, develop right and the left side of their brain. You understand? So the abacus is actually just the device, but the real function of the abacus is actually brain development. I said it the other time, let me repeat it, that brain development actually happens, you understand, with the abacus. And when the children begin to use the abacus, what happens is that the right side of their brain and the left side of their brain are well developed. Okay, I told you the other time that you use your right hand, right?
Yes, I remember. I've been doing that well, and the thing will work for me.
Okay.
We're turning the right hand clockwise and the left hand anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Right?
You understand? That's like a brain exercise. So what's happening, if you concentrate like you did the other time, you're going to get it. So your right hand, or the right side of your body is coordinated by the left side of your brain, and the left side of your body is coordinated by the right side of your brain. So unfortunately, one way or the other, only one side of the brain is being used by many of us because we use one side of our hand. Okay? But these children use both hands. You understand? Because they use both hands, they do brain exercises, both sides of their brains are well developed. The strength of the right brain, which is if you use left hand, you use your right brain, the strength of the right brain is that is the seat of intelligence. Okay. And that part is not being tapped into, you understand, by many of the activities we do in school. But with the abacus, we're able to tap into the intelligence side of the brain, which is the right side of the brain. Well, the left side of the brain is actually the brain that coordinates logic, analysis, even normal calculation is the master side of the brain. Okay. However, using the abacus now helps a child to coordinate and develop both sides so that this child has problem-solving skills and they have creative skills such that they're able to do, they can enter into the creative writing class and do very well with creative writing.
All right, that's beautiful. Now, here's the thing. We know, say, all this way you don't talk now, be like biology. Many people don't go to understand now. But we'd like you to give a quick, illustration, using the children to show some of these things where you don't talk now. Okay. But first of all, I'd like to ask, hold on, wait. I know you are. Everybody's watching you at home, and you want them to see you, right? So let's start with let's start with the young lady. What class are you in?
Nursery 2.
Say it, speak up.
Nursery 2.
Nursery 2.
Nursery 2. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with you. Okay. Uncle is going to give you some calculations, and then we'll see how you're going to do that. Okay.
Okay. She's in nursery 2. So what the abacus does is that it helps children not to calculate, the normal way they taught us when we're growing. Count 9, take away 5, you take away 5, count the rest. No. With this, it makes them very fast. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, just for Adela only.
Okay.
Okay,
Sit down,
Adela,
Adela, sit down.
Sit.
Good digit.
Ready? With your fingers, let's go. 9. Take away 2. Add 2. Take away 1. Take away 6. What's the answer?
2.
2 is correct. 2 is correct. Let me give you a longer one, Adela. Okay, Adela, let's go. 7. Add 1. Add 1. Take away 6. Add 5. Take away 3. Add 2. Answer.
7.
7 is correct. 7 is correct.
Wow.
7 is correct. 7 is correct.
Adela, that's beautiful. Now, how long does it take to, to help these children develop these skills?
Well, it's actually a 10-level program. It's a 10-level brain development program. And each level is 3 months. So with 30 months, they're able to perfect everything. You understand? But these children, like Brian is just been trained for 3 months. And he's already flying.
Okay. Let's try something.
Okay,
with
Brian, let's see. Brian, okay, I'll just go into double digits for Brian. Brian, ready?
Yes.
Okay, Brian, ready?
Yes.
Let me see him. Okay, 87
87.
minus 12
Minus 12.
plus 24
Plus 24.
minus 56
Minus 56.
minus 23
Minus
23
23.
plus 69.
Plus 69.
Answer.
89.
89 is correct.
Please, let's... I wasn't following. Those are too many numbers for me. But this is actually quite brilliant. What's the name? Brian? Yes. Now, Brian and I do the fast calculation with us. Now, we have seen them do it individually. Now, how can they do it together as a group? You can also do that?
Of course.
All right, so let's have Kamsi and Brian do some calculation together.
All right, I will give them something very, something longer.
Okay.
Fastest fingers first. Ready? All right. So let's go. 62 plus 12 plus 10 plus 15 minus 90 plus 30 minus 16 minus 13. Answer.
10.
10 is correct. 10 is correct. 10 is correct. You need to clap.
I need to clap. I need to clap, honestly. I need to clap. I stopped at minus 16. I stopped at minus 16.
Maybe I should just try one more.
Okay,
do
let's
one
see.
more. One more, guys. Ready? Okay. 88 minus 77 plus 12 minus 13 plus 31
Plus
31 plus 58 minus 12 minus 25. Answer.
62.
62 is correct. 62 is correct.
Wow. Okay.
Awesome.
What do you don't know, you don't know. I was trying to follow at some point. How do you get to do this with the
Okay,
children?
I need you to know that concentration and focus skills are actually something that's very rare. Like I said the other time, for you to do some deep things, you need to concentrate. One of the things they've been able to exhibit right now is concentration. I was calling numbers. They had to picture the numbers, put it on their fingers, then begin to manipulate. You see them raising hands, raising their fingers. Now, as they need to follow the number, or they follow the number, and they just continue like that. And when I say answer, they give me the answer. You understand? So it helps the concentration of children. Okay, like I said the other time, yeah, it's a brain development thing. We're just using numbers as tool, and Abacus as actually the tool also. You understand? But it's a brain development thing. So in terms of creativity, they will be good with creativity. They will be good with problem solving. They will be good with focus skills and concentration. They will be good with imaginative skills, and they can think in pictures. You understand? These are the skills that are really needed for the job market right now. People need to be able to think very fast. They can create and invent things. You know, those are the things we're doing to these children. We do brain exercises for them also. Before they came into the studio, we had to prep them to do some brain exercises so they are alert. You understand? So we know that they already know when they're going for exams, when they're going for anything, they already know, they've been trained. You quickly do your brain exercise so that you can get in there and do whatever you want to do accurately.
Okay, now that's beautiful. Now, before we went on the break, I mean, ask you, say, apart from children, we don't say children, these are their developmental stages. So it's easier for their brains, according to psychology, the brain of a child is like a sponge, easily absorbs things, you know. But for adults, we don't think all the while of this life. So it's difficult for us to retain certain things sometimes. Is it possible for adults to also have this kind of skills?
Of course. You know that as adults or as people begin to grow, they begin to have some ailment, you understand, that actually makes their brain to not to work as it should work. You understand? So we use our program also. It's a brain development program using numbers. Okay, so we use our program to actually help them. Old people need this program. Okay, old people who are getting tired, you know. We met a woman. She said, Mr. Wilson, I can't think the way I should think. I said, can you come for our program for few days? It will just spark you up. By the time you do all of the brain exercises, you do all of the both hand thing, you understand? You do mind game, you do flash exercises. Things, your brain will just wake up. Okay. You understand? So we're doing for couples also. We have some activities that actually help them. So they're able to bond. We have exercises. You understand? Don't forget, it's a brain development program. Okay,
now very quickly, I know we're a bit out of time. I know that this is a holiday period for the children. You said you have a program for the children?
Okay, so we have this vision to make sure that children go back to school 5 times smarter. So they resume back, you know, because the summer is actually a period that when care is not taken, there's this thing called the summer slide where the children will lose many of their educational skills, their math skills, and when they get back to school, it's like you want to reboot the system. Again, yeah. And you know, so with what we're doing right now, it's called a brain development summer program for kids. You understand? So that's what we're doing to ensure that they resume smarter, they resume more creative, they are prepared for the new class. Okay. They are actually going to. Brian and Kamsi are actually in year 1. They are going to year 2. Yes. So they will resume 5 times smarter. Adela is in nursery. She's going to year 1. Okay. She's also going to resume smarter. So that's the opportunity we're giving to children.
Okay, that's beautiful. So when is this program starting?
Oh, no, it has started. We're actually in the program right now. Okay. It's in Mende, Maryland, Lagos.
Okay. And people want to reach you, are you on social media?
We're on social media, of course. Okay. It's Machominds Abacus. Machominds Abacus is spelled MACHOMINDABACUS. Machominds Abacus. On Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Instagram, you can get us. And you can also reach us on our phone numbers, 081 6363 6450. 081 6363 6450.
Right, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
I have learned a lot again. And hopefully, if I get the chance, maybe I'll come and spark up my brain again.
Yeah, I told you the other time. Please, you can come in.
I need to hotwire my brain. So many things I don't forget. Thank you very much. We'll say thank you, children. Adela, Brian, and Kamsi. Thank you very much for coming. Say hi to mommy and daddy. All right, that's cool.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.